back, fellow armchair generals. This is Gamer 1745 here with my continuing playthrough of WarPlan, playing as Germany. Now, we started this series live streaming it over on Slytherin's channel with the help and support of Alvaro, the dev. I just said this because I had made a recent start for it, so some people listening to this again. We are probably not going to be continuing it there just because Slytherin is releasing many other great games, so I'm going to continue it here right now live on my channel, but we will be putting it up on YouTube because I think a lot of people are enjoying this playthrough. And I'm starting here with the turn report to, excuse me, give everybody a recap of what's going on. So, out on the North Atlantic route, we sunk 2 convoys. In the South Atlantic route, we sunk 5 convoys and 1 escort. And again, another group there sinks 2 convoys and 1 escort. So we're really hammering British convoys. Fleets, submarines most likely, are low supply. Some mechanized corps, either low supply or no supply. As we can see, some that are like stuck in the middle of Soviet territory. We're going to see if we can reconnect and push there effectively to put them back into supply. Finland needs to use German merchant marines and 0 convoys and escorts from 1 group, and 2 convoys, no escorts, have been sunk in the Mediterranean. So we need to continue to be concerned about Britain sinking Italy's convoys. Those are important to deal with, and we have Soviet Union's partisan was destroyed. Rifle corps 2 were surrendered, and 1 mech corps shattered. So that's where we're at now. Okay, so these are one of our out of supply areas. You can see down here they have no real ability to do much of anything here. Okay. Some of these I know have already moved out here. I don't know how far. Okay, we're getting ready to the end of the turn. It's been a few days since I've played this. Yeah, I'm just trying to think. That has... Okay, it's pounding a little bit. Good. I'm just going to use some of the German air. Functionality to really push. Now here we're using trucks to try to maintain the supply levels, and which ones are low on supply? Oh, the ones that we've already made it to the port. Okay, good. Well, we're gonna leave them there, and okay, I think we're done with our turn for maneuvers. Okay, they have 100 resources for Italy. Italy, come here. Okay, more truck supply. They've got a merchant marine of 50, which is what we're going to lose. Or is what we are losing. Oh no, it's no 30. Ooh, that's not as good. In use 5. Merchant marine times 10, 100. Okay, well, I'm going to wait a turn for this just because I don't want to completely use up my entire stockpile of ordinary of 112. Okay, Germany. We've got a lot of stuff coming. I think we will leave it as that and continue to build our stockpiles up. We are supplying a lot of our allies. Now let's look here at, we were just talking about black ice on the live stream. these I sort of worry about if they're overdoing the partisans here and dealing with supply, because understanding these may actually end up being partisans on the map, if not just a disruption of supply through the railways for a turn. Okay, so we are going to end that and see the Soviet reaction to what we've done. Yes, we're going to end this turn. Oh, did I forget to operate down? No, I didn't. I did operate down. Okay, now after that turn, our northern group sank one convoy, South Atlantic 2 convoys. Our Bismarck up here on the convoy Arctic. Okay, well, yeah, we're up here, and we are not sinking anything because there may be nothing up there to sink. And yes, lots of no and low supplies. That is very concerning. And Italy lost 2 more convoys, so we can't keep that up forever. Okay, like I say, this is concerning, the lack of supplies. And we can look here to see our supply levels, which are admittedly very, very low. Take that off because that's a bit. So what we need to do is our best to connect up supply to, say, here. Now, that is definitely helping with the supply situation. We're able to come through to there. Don't know where I should begin. There's so much to do. They're way under strength. That was probably not the best option. We want to put better supply to there. We want the rails, we want the railways. That's going to use all of our movement. Again, I want to look at Okay, where are we seeing? Okay, so we're seeing some rear areas now that we're getting some partisan build-up on, but they're sort of moving forward. So that's again. Okay. Everyone does, I hope, realize that this is the first time I've played this. Well, let's see if we can take out that. Oh, didn't quite take it out. There we go. That will help. Supplies, zones of control. That will help as well. Now let's do some air power. We're gonna have one chance at a really heavy hit here. Three to two. Well, let's see if we were to move this forward. We'll still have one bombing strike there. Good. Significantly. 3 to 2 still. I want to dislodge them really badly. Well, oh no, here. I took up all their movement. Oh damn. Oh well. Ah! Moved it too far. Okay, well, it looks like we're only gonna get this 3 to 2 and oh good, they retreated out. Very good. Okay, very, very good. I wanted to close up their ability to move out through here via the rails. Well, pushing forward in like that, I hope will help. Cut that railway through to there, of course. 1, 1 to 1, which isn't very good. Two to 1 is still not doing it. Okay, well. Well, I guess they get to survive another turn. Back here, well, hold it. That's not as good as I would like. Well. Ho, 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 ho. Well, they say something about fortune favoring the bold. Pushing towards theirs being bold. Maybe stupidly so. No, I haven't really pushed here. Shattered, very good. Well, let's use some air power. No, that wasn't a smart move. And hello, Toy Jet. We'll need to see we're gonna have. Well, now we'll move those guys back to there, them to there. Help keep the partisans from overly hampering our advances. Maybe a little too far north. This one would be a very useful irritant to get rid of. This unfortunately hold up in some kind of alpine forest. Taken out Lum yet? Oh, yeah. No, we have not gone after Switzerland, if that was your question there, Arno. Okay. We're going to see if the supply situation improves here. Now up here, well, they're out of supply, but these guys who got some truck supply before but are no longer able to. And good, they shattered. Connect that up. I want to threaten that now. I do know that we are moving, oh, we're having problems there, but we are moving supplies, whatnot, along the dirt road to some degree. I am way overstressed, way over deep in here, but I don't know that we're going to lose because of that. Now, oh, that wasn't maybe the best thing. Make sure you have enough supply for next turn. Once we get Baghdad, we can get more supply running that way. Okay, now down here, things are looking fairly bright. These compared to historically based. Well, let's use some air power efficiently. No air power. These guys should be in terrible supply. You know, we're using up Italy's. Fail to do this, but I think it's worth it if we can actually achieve it. Yeah, okay, just go bye-bye unit. Wow, even that didn't do it. Okay, well, stubborn British. There we go. And there we go. Let's put you onto the railway. That will help with your supply. So this air unit, which I don't know if it can reposition anywhere within its range. It has a port up here, but that could load onto a ship. But I don't know that there's an airbase suitable for them there. Now we have some good weather, so we're going to use the Germans' air power to bombard that. And our paras are... Okay, para must be in supply. I don't want to... Yeah, okay. Of course they're not going to jump right now. And 6-1. Bye-bye. So Cyprus is ours, is ours, is ours. If you watched my Strategic Command series, my troubles with Cyprus were great and heavy there, and I really did not like that. To get them to be so aggressive. Bought them some Bourbon. The Nile River was star-shaped. Well, oh, here you're talking about. Well, I don't know that it'd be star shaped. What? And here's the thing. Um, game map designers have some priorities. And this is one thing, and I know they said publicly, so I know I can say this about Hearts of Iron 4. They wanted the rivers in the Hearts of Iron 4 to be extremely clear as to, and they aren't, on the maps for Hearts of Iron 3, extremely clear as to which sides of course there's a province based instead of hex, which sides of the province or the hex the river gives you defensive benefits or makes it harder to attack for for the units attacking. So here, yeah, it's sort of a star shape, but what it's showing you is that this province is surrounded by rivers from any way you attack. And if you look at the delta, the Nile Delta, it definitely has that kind of thing. Cairo is rather upriver, where it is just a single river, and you can sort of see here how they've done it. Now, there is also still the idea of pleasing to the eye and to look something like when you look at a map, it's somewhat familiar. So yeah, that is sort of a goofy shape, but no, I would do that if I was here, because we can sort of tell that if you're in this province here, if you're attacked from the north, you might be getting, because that's a naval invasion province, you might get some river defenses. Definitely if you're coming from here and here, you have river defense, but if they're over here in Port Said, south here, you would have no river defenses. So it's pretty clear as to that, but while still sort of kind of looking like they would on the map. That's why you'll often find things, and of course, I know Toyjet early on commented about the shape of Norway. And he's right, but he's also, and I'm sure, aware that if you're doing hexes and you're trying to make it somewhat practical, you have things you have to do. Okay, well, there's a fleet out here that's low on supply. I don't know that I'm going to attack it. We're going to come down to, no, we can't quite get to anywhere, so we're going to come way down to here. That. Now, I want to look here at convoys. Which, oh no, that's not the one I want to look at. It's this one here. Okay, so they are using the northern convoy to Russia. And I'm not sure how well my Bismarck unit is going after that. Yep, I know who he is. He can't escape me. Well, he probably can. He's up in Norway. But so, let's look here in the west for partisans that we may wish to try to squish before they become problems. And down here, oh, now I have been informed that these are self-repairing. So if the partisan outbreak happens, it just cuts the railways for a turn, which isn't nice, but is still a thing. Okay, now. I thought Norway had lots of oil out in the North Sea. I thought it was actually sort of a petro state. The U.S. likes to, oh, good. Damage 1. Very good. Likes to invade places with oil. So yeah, we may just invade Norway to get your oil. No, you don't sell us any oil. We don't buy any oil from you. The US no longer imports oil. We now export oil again. We have gone from at the start of Obama's presidency and wanting to limit fracking. We've gone from from an oil importer to an oil exporter because we now have more oil than we know what to do with again. So yeah, but we still like to invade places with oil. So this is what the left screams: no blood for oil, no blood, or blood for oil, or no blood for oil, whatever, you know, they're complaining. But no, we don't invade places for the oil. We may invade places because they have oil. It's not that the U.S. needs it; it's that the world needs it, and he who controls the oil controls the world. So if you have lunatics, yes, I'm looking at you, Iran, lunatics controlling all of the oil, that's a bad thing for the world. So we feel compelled at times to make sure that the lunatics don't own too much of the oil. I don't know if we want to call Norwegian lunatics, but hey, they need to, you know, make sure that they're doing right with their oil, not doing it. Norway has a navy. I certainly believe Norway is defensive. Norway can have a reasonable defense because it has lots of mountains and can do EU. I don't know if you want German occupation again. You want Merkel to come up and occupy Norway to defend it from the EU because you're losing the British Navy. That's going bye bye. It's not going to be part of the EU. France, well, we know how useful France is at doing anything military. So, yeah. So yeah, I'm not that worried about that. Okay, well, we are having a little bit of unit congestion here. Four to 1. Okay, we might as well attack that. I used up all of your action points. These units have been badly mauled in the fighting. I'm going to get them on railways so that they'll be better reinforced. These guys are plunged deep into the enemy rear. Oh, let's hope they hold. Naval strike missile. Yeah, well, Europeans don't want nukes in their own countries, so they won't do that, I don't think. My understanding is that Australia was offered the good armor packages for their M1 Abrams, but because of political reasons, they turned it down because it's the good armor package for it is depleted uranium, and since that's nuclear stuff, they did not want to have. Oh, I should have done. Okay. Oh, I should have done this one too. Okay, one more hit. Nah. They're being ping-ponged, and I don't want to hit them again, so no more. Okay, that was not useful. Now, back over to production here. Okay, truck supply still pretty damn good. Well, what do we have? No support in the production here. Air transports are okay, landing ships. We could use an escort. I think we'll buy an escort or two. Now, Italy, mentioning escorts. I have... I think I may be mistaking something here. Italy here. That's what I need to have done, and I didn't before, is add escorts. And this, I'm still learning this. I know everybody else is adding escorts to these convoys. Germany is North Atlantic ore, and so we should add some escorts to that. And so that is an important thing to know. There's a lot of nuances to this game, and we would have saved us a lot, I think. Okay, now back to that for Italy. We've now just assigned 2 of their 5, so let's do some more merchant marine and an escort. It'll take a while to build them. Certainly surface-to-surface missiles that are preferably mobile, just so that you know, if you put them in nice bunkers, that for somebody like the U.S., that just sort of gives us a nice target. But if you can do a surface-to-surface missile, make it mobile, trucks, something like that, so you can drive them around, move them around, can be very useful to defend coastlines. But they won't protect your North Sea oil, of course. Nations, I believe European nations, since the fall of the Soviet Union particularly, have completely neglected their national defense. Some of it was, hey, the world is peaceful now, we don't need to do this anymore. I'm sure it is some of it, but there's more to it than that. I think that they just believe that, hey, they have the U.S. Nuclear umbrella, and that is going to defend them. Okay, back to Germany and building more units. Well, one thing I'm quite honestly missing, though we are building 2 new Flieger Corps, basically, is more air power. We are getting another Panzer and a mech force, which is very useful, but I would like So we will take that. And we're ignoring a lot of these things. And this may be our great big huge problem here. But we will, I'm just seeing here, 3-2. Oh, Kharkov beckons, but I think we are pushing too far on the lack of supplies already. Yeah, let's see if we can survive this turn with our supply situations. I am trying to pocket the Soviets, not be pocketed myself. Okay. Italy's improving its convoy escorts, more trucks added to its motor pool. Well, we're not sinking very much on any of the South Atlantic. Bismarck, though, did sink a convoy going there. I don't know whether that is just missing all the enemy convoys or in lots of low and no supply areas. We'll see how we are dealing with that effectively or not. Yes, we're taking that city, even if it means starving in Moscow. As thinking of Russia, no trucks, they can't use truck supply. Okay, well, I guess we're going to start to fade back up to here. Let's for a second, let's look at supply levels in this area. Basically none. Okay, so we're going to come back to here. They're going to come back to here. Maybe a little harsh. I don't know. Those beckon, but we are rapidly losing our lovely zone of control. We'll connect the supply up through there. But we may be making some. All those little four-legged robot things, yes, I did see a bit of that. Terminator is supposed to be, the movie series, supposed to be a warning, not a guide on how to destroy, or not what it's warning what not to do, not what should be done. Okay, well, let's be a little bit smart about this. Okay, good. for supply. Yep. Because I saw that as a real possibility. Let's see if we can get Stalino 2 here. Very interesting, IKB. I did not specifically know that, though it does make sense, seeing as how other than land connections up here. Now, okay, maps again are an interesting thing here, and you know, I think I will contact Alvaro as I'm seeing this here. We're going to zoom away. To the best of my understanding, and I could look it up in the manual, but this is a road, and this is a railroad. Okay. Now, and again here, I do know that they use trains to move German troops from Narvik to Finland all the way. So I know there's a railway connection through here. Now, I don't know why this is just what I take to be a roadway connection. Whether this is a mistake by the developer. I mean, he's using somebody else's map, but I think they could easily change that. Or whether there is a gameplay reason. Sure, generally I would say you can post a link if it's like to Wikipedia or something fairly safe. Reasonably good debt. Yes, Finland was part of the old Russian Empire. Now, so Finland, and I don't know if today how they are, but YouTube, yeah, I guess, sure. And so if we're looking at Finland, it's mostly connecting to the Soviet Union or this one railway connection to Sweden, so it isn't a big priority of what is going on here. Now here, our problem is, according to this map, and I would tend to agree, I don't know about down here, but I would tend to agree that these are just road connections. I don't remember seeing any railway at all up here connections, and this should be just using very limited supply, I guess, to here. As it's fading out, we may end up losing this unit to complete attrition. My fault, of course, but hey. Now I'm trying to, with all of this, to reconnect through to that. I don't think we will do so. But I'm hoping, if nothing else, well, this is a learning experience, if nothing else. I'm taking this as such, not as any sort of, hey, this is a, super great gameplay, how you should win, how to defeat the game in 10 easy moves or anything like that. I should have put better air power on here. It's paining me, so let's make a nice Italian effort there. Very good. Hold there with that infantry corps, because with the rails that should get these guys in supply the next turn. Is there any penalty by attacking the Soviet Union in winter? Oh, there are definitely winter effects. All weather seems to have 2 degrees. Say if it's raining, you have hindered air operations. So if there's a little raindrop in the province, let's see if we can find some somewhere on this map. Maybe it's not raining in July anywhere in the world that this map covers. Maybe not. If there's one little raindrop in each hex, then it's raining, and air operations are hindered. If there's 2 raindrops, no air operations. So if it's really raining hard, no air ops, or if it's raining a lot in the 2-week period, or however it's defined. Similarly, there's snow, and then there's double snow. So you have that as well. And so there is definitely going to be winter effects. There is also, we can come here, and I haven't been assigning specialty points. You can do winter combat specialty added to a division, or to a corps, I should say, to a corps, and that will help mitigate them. So yeah, that very much is. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. Okay, well, you come up to here. I want to secure this rail line to make sure that we have links. Am I going to learn my lesson? Probably not. That's just an attempt to get supply back to there. Oh, can't undo that one. Gotta remember to use air power more efficiently. Why am I feeling? Oh, we have partisans showing up here. Insta-kill, but still. Okay. Yeah. Wow, this unit's being hard to kill. There we go. So let's see. We're hopefully holding all the railway links to there, up to there. Unfortunately, these guys may all just starve and die. Learn from my mistakes. I'm not going to push him down into there. I don't think we do have Gomel for the moment. They can probably retake that. Oh, these are partisans that are showing up in my backyard. Oh, again, air power, airstrikes, airstrikes. I keep thinking we're just going to slaughter these guys. And goodbye. Okay, well that at least clears up some of our rear area problems. Now out here, get Baghdad, which should be a supply source. Oh boy, 6, 8, 8. Let's go to here, and then here. I'm not sure how we're getting the supplies back to, if we're getting the supplies back to Italy or Germany. Let's we can't add trucks. Well, oh man. Okay, well, I'm going to here connect the railways up to this supply source here, and then we're going to come down here. So that should be a thing that keeps us going there. They're going to continue to operate down to there. Put them on railways, get them to here. Oh, they're not on a railway. That would be helpful if they were. Well, might as well walk to there. Because I want to take these Soviet, or these Italian, sorry, and see about either invading Iran or whatnot and creating a southern front. That is, of course, the dream. The dream. So if you take their capital. I don't think just the capital. So if we were to do a, where's Moscow here? If we were to just take out Moscow, they will surrender. It is a, the victory point hex type situation here. With France, you had to take more than just Paris. But Paris, Metz, Lille, and I think Rayon did it for France, since we had the setup for that. So yeah, let's look here at our supply. Okay, you can come down here. Let's look around France. And Norway is causing us a little bit of trouble. Okay, they are running out of supplies, so let's head back to port. Let's come over here. Hopefully that won't bump into any Royal Navy. Help cut off the supplies there. This is, I think, the long-range submarine group. Come up to there for next turn. They're still resupplying. Okay, I think that's all of our sub-operations there. Now our Paris can get back into shape. They're almost at half strength. And this is a bloody mess. Okay, well. They're doing no good where they are. We still do some good here. HQs are useful. Yeah, here we should be pushing to. Okay, I know I've just been sort of playing around the edges. No. Good. Push that unit to there. Okay, yes, we've done not really any production this turn. Building backup. That's a stockpile for Italy. Very good to know, and I'm going to presume that that was what was in place back in 1939 or so when this starts, so that there should be a railway connection through here. So if Germany, say, were to invade Sweden, they would be able to run supplies either to this port city up here, or if that was somehow difficult, Soviet submarines or whatnot, to here and run supplies all the way into, and if they had to invade Finland, or like if the Soviets had defeated Finland and, you know, you're running a front up here somewhere, they would be able to supply it via railways. And that is important if you ever are fighting here, because we're finding this obviously terribly important. This division looks like it's about ready to starve to death. I don't know if we'll be able to save it. The other two we're definitely going to save, the two corps. Now down here again we may completely lose out a lot of this, because I don't know if we can get it back. Connection through here and railways, but here we're able to, it's enough with trucks to get it to here, so we're doing okay. And please follow. Oh yes, thank you, Arno. The Facebook page and the Reddit page, if you are, and I'll also say those whether watching now live or later on YouTube, you can also follow me on Twitter. There is a link on my Twitch page to my Twitter account. Now, if you don't do Twitter, fine, don't. It can be a complete sewer. So, but if you are on the Twitters, love to have a follow over there as well. Okay, so Italy. I think we are going to be getting a lot of that oil from there, and we're probably going to. I don't know. We'll see what we're going to do. Next turn. Well, no. Let's look now. Okay. Okay, we're given the 40, so we're going to wait until see what any of that's coming in from. Iraq that we've taken. Well, I think we're going to lose a lot, so let's see about. Oh no, we don't have enough for armored core there. Okay, so and none of these miners 52. No. Yeah. Oh, they could. We could use Finnish manpower, which is we have a decent stockpile of it, to purchase a Hungarian manpower. Purchase a division to help us with rear areas and things, and Romania as well. We can do a Romanian division. I know, well, it's small core. 144. Yeah, let's do that. I should have done that with Hungary, but I was thinking with Hungary mostly just like, hey, another anti-partisan division would be nice. Okay, so I both want to and dread hitting next turn on this. Yeah, let's do it. Yes. I just want to see if these guys are, and particularly these guys, survive this. And we're still in July now. I would completely understand if all these guys are starving to death in winter. Okay, ooh. The African Coast Convoy Lane down here. We sunk 7 convoys and 1 escort, and up in the Arctic we sunk 1 convoy. Very good, lots of no supply units. And the Mediterranean they sunk 3 and 0 escort. So that is still a problem. Okay, well. We are in desperate straits here, so we are going to move to here, which connects up the rail links to here. That should connect the rail links to there. You are going to move to here to hopefully recover. I think we just barely pulled that off. These guys are now recovered. You come back to here, which will get you some. Now, I presume, well, I don't know. Are they running supplies? They may be cut off. Well, let's see. Convoys. No, I want this convoys. No, they're not. So these guys may be being cut off. So we may try another attack on Murmansk now that that is cut off. I don't know. And maybe they're getting supplies like we're getting supplies down through here. Okay, we'll have to check that out. 2 dead bugs in my beer. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Ah, the joys of living in Australia. I would not. I mean, it's not a terrible place. I don't think that at all, but it's not necessarily a place I would want to live in. To reduce this down. Yeah, let's move you there for next turn because that's causing us real supply problems over here. Okay, well these are seeming to be doing tremendously well. Almost too well that I'm worried about it. They're having supply issues. Well, no, I didn't really have air power to deal with them properly. Supposed to get one that catches the bugs below it. And then you just turn it off, let it cool off, and then shake it out outside. I would think they would be getting supplies down this way, but well. Okay, let's see if we can take out the Odessa garrison here. That will free up a bunch of units. Three to two. Yeah. One to one. Well. Nope, but we're reducing it. Good, they shattered. You come up here. Take them out. No. I know we're overstressing all of these damn units. Oh man, what's winter going to be like when they get the good counteroffensive going? hurting for supplies. Ooh, 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 ooh. Well, 2 attacks didn't take them down. Very good, they shattered. Oh, that is excellent news. Again, let's look at expected partisan activities. Okay. A bit of a traffic jam here. One to one, that isn't a very favorable. Attack vector. Okay, well, The 2 is not overly favorable, but not the worst thing we could envision here. Okay, you come down here. think we may need a German corps to push here. Oh, I think this is good enough pushing in there. Yeah, we have a few stubborn divisions to deal with, but we're definitely looking good there in the Ukraine. Now this turn, oh no, wrong, no, 40. So I don't know that we're getting any oil from having these, because I don't know if we have a path for it. Okay, no, we can't increase with the trucks. Supply there. You can see here rain, it's slowing us up considerably here. Okay, well that got us into there, and that should, maybe if we weren't previously connected with supplies from Baghdad is a supply source, or should be at least. Yeah, we're just gonna walk, I think. Let's put these guys on. Trying to get them up to there. Raining out in the desert, it appears. Okay, one thing I think I will do here is for Germany is increase the reinforcement upgrade levels that it can do per turn, which of course limits our stockpiling for building new units, but I think we are well damaged many forces, and I think it would be helpful to do that. I don't know if you can. I would doubt it. This is, Alvaro wants to keep this very historical. There is a whole diplomatic chart here. Turkey as Germany, morale, influence. We could try to influence them, but I guess not now. Maybe because we're at war, I'm not sure. I am feeling very exhausted for on the Eastern Front, and I think on the, oh, we can deploy some more forces. Ooh, we have 3 divisions ready. Okay. So let's see about deploying these 3 divisions. Now they can only be employed in industrial centers, and you didn't give Königsberg an industrial center, so I think we're just going to put these 3 divisions here. That will be a help. We will use railways to get them where they need to go. Oh, and it looks like maybe Italy. No. No. What else is ready? Because this is still going. Oh. Small infantry corps here. Good, good, good. Okay, so, well, let's stick it here. Since we have that, let's get this, put this on railways. And where do we want to go with this? We can go all the way out to here. To here. Well, let's sort of keep it where we have a Bulgarian, or a Hungarian, I should say, HQ in the area, but we will forward deploy to here. Seeing how this is there and those are out there, let's see if we can move that to there. And well, at least 2 of the core are there. From Syria, maybe. Syria is under the Vichy situation. So, we'll see. I don't know. It would definitely help with supply, I would think. This railway link. Vichy Syria. Morale, influence 2. Peace, of course. I don't know. Though I don't see Britain invading them anytime soon. We may see a 42 invasion of North Africa, and we need to be somewhat ready for that. The Americans coming in. I think Japan's going to do its thing. But on that note, we're going to end the episode. Not the live stream, so those of you there now. Oh, Switzerland is still neutral. They're quite neutral. They're sitting there. They've got their army, but they're just sitting there. He's reduced it down to one city in the capital, but yeah. So we're going to end the episode here. And please like, share, subscribe, you know, all those good things to the channel. And I'd love to hear your comments on this going forward. Thanks so much. See you next time for more historical gaming.